Hi guys, the long-awaited level 130 to 200 night guide is finally here, so let's get right into it. Prerequisites to follow this guide are pretty much the same as for the previous guides. I'm expecting somewhere around 90 melee skill minimum, 100 plus is recommended for a good experience. You will need your premium account, some knowledge experience with the game, and some money for started items and imbuements, which will probably be around 2.5 KK. So, on imbuements, as I mentioned in every single guide, imbuements are an absolute game changer for EKs, and you really want to do whatever you can to get your hands on 5 times powerful imbuements. It's the best investment you can make into any character at any level range. EK low level needs imbuements, and it will save you so much time and energy and make the game more enjoyable. If you don't have a second character who can make imbuements for you, just ask on the server, ask in the advertising channel, ask in the Discord server for your game world. Somebody will make them for you. Definitely highly necessary. Moving on, equipment recommendation in this level range, you should be using Foxtail Amulet or Collar of Red Plasma. In the amulet slot, Zaoan Helmet. In the helmet slot, imbued with Powerful Void, Prismatic Armor imbued with Powerful Vampirism, Zoan Legs, and then switch those to On Legs at level 185. You will be starting off with Guardian Boots and upgrading to Depth Calcei at level 150. In the ring slot, I use Skill Ring, so you know your Axe Ring, Sword Ring, Club Ring. You can always just default to Butterfly Ring if you want to, but you're kind of giving up a lot of damage for no reason when you do that. For your weapon, you're going to want your highest attack two-handed weapon for your level and skill with free imbue slots. You definitely want to have those free imbuements in your weapon. That's Crit, Vamp, and Void. And you probably don't need a shield at this level yet. It's not really worth giving up an imbuement slot in the weapon for that. Moving on, recommended quests for this level range. You will want all the quests from all the previous guides that I mentioned. So if you haven't watched those, you can watch the earlier guides and make sure you do those quests. But you know, that's Ape City, Wrath of the Emperor, Pits of Inferno, Inquisition, etc. Now, personally, I usually skip killing in the name of quest in this level 130 to 200 night guide. The one exception is that I do Hydra task when I'm killing Hydras in Oromond. That's like the only reasonable area with tasks for this level. Everything else just becomes much more efficient at a higher level. Once you start hunting Drake and Wolves at like level 200 or Benuta around like 250, then your tasks really start, you still really start racking up those points. It's not really something I worry about in this 130 to 200 level range because it's not really the most efficient range for an EK to do tasks. I also recommend you do the AB and Edrin Cults of Tibia quest access. This will give you access to the Barkless Hunting Ground and Edrin Orc Cultist Hunting Grounds, both which are, well, Barkless is amazing. It's like top 2 experience in this sort of level range, and Edrin Orc Cults are just a solid alternative respawn in this level range. I also recommend doing Ice Islands quest, the beginning of it, to get access to Okolnia, which gives you Frost Dragon access, which is also a very good hunting ground in this level range. And similarly, I recommend starting off Liquid Black access to for access to Deeplings. Deeplings library also becomes a very good hunting ground around level 185. And also Threat and Dreams quest for Fairest Mini Russia access, which will also be a solid hunting ground in this level range. So moving on to take a look at the hunting grounds that I recommend. The PG hunting spots, basically spots which I consider like very good for this level range. First up, we have the Lava Lurkers, which are just incredible. I've got it as 130 plus just because it's a level 130 plus hunting ground. You can probably do it at level 100. It's very easy there. You don't really need that many potions, so whatever. I think 130 is a solid starting point, but you can do it earlier if you want to. That gives you about 2.1 KK raw, which is very hard to beat in this level range. I also recommend Okolnia and Sunken Quarter in Yalahar around level 130. Those are a bit harder than Lava Lurkers. You will need some ultimate health potions, and you can get some at about 1.5 KK raw, which is very good. We also have Edrinware creatures -1 around level 150. You need level 150 because you need a ranged etc. for the Werefoxes. This should yield you about 1.7 KK raw. You also have Lower Spike at about 1.9 KK raw, and again, you need the ranged etc. here. However, I have made a note that it's very hard. I died here at level 150. Because those monsters, do hurt a lot. I have a guide and video on this. You can check it out. It is a very good respawn though. Loads of bestiaries to complete that are otherwise very hard to complete. So I do recommend, checking out Lower Spike at some point in this level range because it is very good, but you do need to be careful. Similarly to this, we've got Barclays, which is actually the best experience you can get in this level range. But again, I've given it a hard rating just because it's so damn difficult at this level range. Again, I've got a video on this and I explain how to make it work at level 150. In general, I recommend it for a slightly higher level though, probably 170, 180 is going to be better to go to Barclays if you don't quite know what you're doing. We also have Ormond West, which I recommend for 150 plus because it is a little. Actually, this one's probably 130 plus, if I'm being honest. It's not really that terribly difficult. 130, 150, something like that. You know, it's a little bit difficult, but it's not too bad. 1.8 KK raw, very, very, very good as well. And you can progress some points for the Ormond quest. And finally, at level 185, I have Deepling's Library, which is about 1.6 KK raw, which is very solid. Unfortunately, Deepling's Library is annoying because you get loads of skill debuffs and it's very tricky because of that. I recommend 185 so that you have your Ornate Legs, that extra 5% physical protection. Otherwise, it's pretty damn hard. So, you know, you can check it out. It is a very good PG hunting spot, but it is tough and annoying and yeah, but I definitely do recommend checking it out anyway. Other regular hunting spots, we've still got Nightmare, Krylos, Kalin, Colts, and Edron heroes from the previous hunting guide. Still very, very solid for this level. We've got Grimvale -4, opens up around level 130, very, very good. Exotic Cave, also still very good. Oromond Hydras, Oromond Minos, Minotaurs, very, very good. Again, you need 150 for Oromond Minotaurs just because of that range is accepted for Minotaur Hunters and Worm Priestesses, right? I think that's what they're called. Also, that is a very good hunting ground as well. So I do recommend checking out Oromond Minotaurs. It's not often that I see like a level 150 knight hunting there, but it's very good. It's actually genuinely very, very good. Very simple, very easy, good profit. And yeah, and you complete some bestiaries there as well. And yeah, that's what I have for you today, guys. That's what I do in level 100 to 200 Night Guide. I'm now going to play you a slideshow of my screenshots from this level range so you can see where I hunted and how I did it. And yeah, if you have any questions for this level range or any other level range for an EK, feel free to ask in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll play the slideshow now and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.